Episode of Hell's Paradise was so brutal. Like half of the scene was about Sagari and her character development and understanding her backstory and why she wants to be the swordswoman and what made her be an executioner. But the other part is just seeing how Gabimaru, how he doesn't want to kill anybody, but then in the situation like where he's in now, he has to kill people. And he even pleaded like, hey, there's got to be a better way to do it. But these people started instigating and they found out why his name is Gabimaru the Hollows, because this man was literally killing people left and right. It was so brutal. The sound effects of the blood and how Gabimaru was just killing people, even like the effects on how the other prisoners, they were actually killing the other prisoners. The sound effects was just on top notch. It sounds so realistic. The heavy blood drips and everything else was just amazing. And the animation is 100% beautiful. Studio Mappa did a fantastic job. But we continue where we left off, where Gabimaru is surrounded by a whole bunch of other prisoners, and they're in the same predicament that they have to go to this island to get the elixir of eternal life and bring it back to the Shogun. Because the Shogun has appeared and he told the officers that, hey, we have this boat to take you to this island. But at first, the prisoners, they didn't believe the whole story because they thought it was a fairy tale until they actually revealed one of the men who actually came back from the island and actually has a huge effect on him, where he's actually transforming into a tree or to a plant. And all the prisoners are seeing what is happening. So if you don't even go to this mission, you're just dead, because they will just go on ahead and beheaded you. So as of this time, the boat can't fit all of the prisoners, so there only have to be a select few prisoners. So they have to go ahead and do a battle royale to the deaths. So only 10 prisoners can actually go on this voyage to the boat to the actual island. And we see the 10 prisoners that actually survive. And one of them with the blonde hair, he is the bandit king. He literally just starts off killing people left and right. This man's Black Air Force energy is through the roof. This man is just a beast. This man is just killing people, and he's going to cause a whole bunch of problems. But at the same time, he's going to be useful later on in the series. So while that's happening, we also see this other lady as well, this ninja lady. She's also kicking ass as well, left and right. And then we see all the other prisoners, and Gabimaru, he's just sitting there with just like, hey, like, can we just not kill each other? Can we just just talk it out? You know, he's just trying to be peacemaker. He's trying to be very passive and everything else. And the Shogun didn't like that. The Shogun was just like, man, who the hell are you? And so Gabimaru was just like, all right, like, if you want me to kill people, because the prisoners, they started wanting to kill Gabimaru. They throwing boulders and everything else, and Gabimaru is dodging it. And Gabimaru was just like, look, I don't want to kill you, but you're going to find out. And this scene just reminds me of this TikTok.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
And boy, they messed around, because Gabimaru, he was not wasting any time. This man was killing people left and right. It was so brutal. This anime was so brutal in episode 2. Even the soldiers and the samurais, the executioners, the shogun, they were scared of Gabimaru because how he was just killing people. This man ripped off a dude's neck, and the dude was literally crying. Like, bro, Gabimaru showcased no mercy at all. They were just like, wow, he is brutal. I was just like, damn. And they're the ones who execute people, and they're saying Gabimaru is very brutal. And now they see the legend of the Hollows, because how he was just killing people, it was just ridiculous. And honestly, they should have never messed around, and that's what they get. But the other part of the episode is focused on Sagari and her character development, and how she became an executioner because she saw the technique that how her father was as a swordsman, because how he just killed people, like beheaded them. They won't even notice that they have been beheaded. So their head will be chopped off, and they still thinking the body will still react to as them like they're not being actually got their head cut off. Like, they actually did show a scene, an example in the beginning, how this guy, he got his head cut off, but his body reaction was like more of like a pleading, like please don't kill me, please don't kill me. But so Sagari trying to do this technique, but it ultimately failed, because every time when she tries to go on ahead and like beheaded people, they feel the blade. They know that they're actually are going to be executed right at this moment. So she's trying to perfect it, and then she also is trying to get rid of the fear of actually killing people, because deep down inside she doesn't really want to kill people, and that she always have like this fear where she just be hesitate while she's trying to kill them, because there's just a perfect scene where you just see a whole bunch of like death of like people that she beheaded, like just crawling onto her, just holding her, and she doesn't know how to like burn that fear or that feeling away. So she's just trying to figure out how to do it. And then when she sees Gabimaru, it's kind of like the same, and how Gabimaru is actually like overcoming it, because he doesn't want to kill people, but in a situation, if he has to do it, he has to do it. Especially to how Sagari, she comes from a family that's just pretty much makes their money off of like just executing people. So it's just pretty interesting to just see how like her character development is, and how she's this famous samurai who is just kill people and beheaded them and being an executioner, but yet she doesn't want people to like, she doesn't want to have the feeling of knowing that people are being killed by her hands. So it's just pretty interesting to see how that plays out. But honestly, this episode was 100% great. It was better than episode one. We see more of the brutality. We see more of how Gabimaru is the Hollows, and then we see the 10 prisoners. They're actually arrive at the island, and the officers are assigned to these 10 prisoners, and they have to go ahead and make sure that these prisoners don't do any funny business, and they return the elixir back into the shogun. And it was really funny to see how the shogun was very afraid of Gabimaru when he displayed his killingness. And that's all what we got in this episode, episode 2 of Hell's Paradise. It was fantastic. It was very brutal, and it was just really amazing as well. And honestly, let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this episode. We see the rest of the other people, the prisoners and the samurais, they actually arrive at the palace, or sorry, the Paradise Island. So things are going to go really, really down, and things are going to go to the next extreme. But let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel. If you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. Just a monotone man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. Sorry for rambling, but be safe, be decent, and yeah, peace.